All right, the Heat, the Clippers, the Jazz made a trade. How'd it go? Who did well? Who did not? It's the Hoops Nerd Show. All right, guys, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, so this was an interesting trade. It really helped out all three teams involved. It's why they did it, and it was three smart teams making moves. And it was interesting because it was a Miami Heat, Utah Jazz trade where you have the Angels and Pat Riley making something happen, which maybe, sometimes we wonder if guys like that hate each other, and they probably don't care as much as we think. But anyways, so let's just go through each element of the trade. The Miami Heat in this one, they send out Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson. Those go to the Utah Jazz. Kevin Love, an expiring contract, probably going to be waived. Kyle Anderson, I believe, is making around $9 million. Will make $9 million the next season, give or take. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I know you will. But the Miami Heat received Norman Powell, and this was fantastic because apparently the Clippers were possibly going to have to look at some sort of contract extension. It did not go well. He goes to the Miami Heat, who look like they will be able to add him. He was borderline all-star player for the Clippers. He was fantastic. So they get Norman Powell, who will immediately add some nice punch to that team. I mean, they go from Kevin Love, who's on the verge of retirement, and Kyle Anderson, who's just kind of whatever, and they upgrade that to Norman Powell, which is fantastic. He was great. So he's going to help this Miami Heat team in an Eastern Conference that has been weakened. Jason Tatum is out. You've got Tyrese Halliburton out. So there's an opening there for the Miami Heat to find their way up the rankings in the Eastern Conference. Very nice for them. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they get John Collins. Obviously, they lose Norman Powell, who was great, scoring punch. But they do bring in John Collins, who for most of last season for Utah, before the Utah basically shut him down to lose games, was doing a 50-40-90 season. He was phenomenal. They tapered off a little bit at the end, but if you go look at John Collins' numbers, he was a 50-40-90 guy and was awesome for Utah. Utah had to shut him down to lose the games because he was playing at an elite level. Really good for Utah and really upped his value. It's nice for John Collins. There was a point there where I thought they might waive him because Utah is looking to go full youth movement, which they finally have done. But by trading him to the Clippers, it gives him an opportunity to play with a good team and earn another contract. Once a player is waived, then they kind of are just, it's just kind of, they've got that reputation now. You're a waived player. For example, Utah waives Jordan Clarkson. He signs for the veteran minimum with the Knicks. And that's about what Jordan Clarkson's value is anyway. But, John Collins doesn't want to sign for veteran minimum because teams tell him in negotiations, well, like, they waived you, so you must not be that good, right? So in a lot of ways, this is the Utah Jazz doing some favors for John Collins while also helping their team. Collins can earn a new contract with the Clippers. And plus, Collins has been good. He can play the power forward position. He can play some backup center, whatever they want him to do. His shooting has improved. He's played really well for Utah and kind of improved overall as a player. His rebounding is great. So he just is going to be a nice addition to that Clippers team who loses Norman Powell, who was a nice player for them. The scoring will be there. It'll put a little more emphasis on James Harden. I'm sure James Harden will love John Collins. Great lob threat. Can also kick out to him at the three-point line. They could play a 5-out with John Collins if they want at times. Whatever they want to do. John Collins provides versatility to the Clippers. Now, for the Utah Jazz, they get Kevin Love. It sounds like they're probably going to waive him. Kyle Anderson, I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Utah wants to go full youth movement, so they may try to move that contract as well. We shall see. And they also receive an LA Clippers second-round pick. So for everyone that was losing their minds over Utah sending a second-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets, Utah gets a second-round pick for this one. For a player that I thought there was a potential to actually waive him. Pretty darn great for Utah. They get that expiring money for Kevin Love. They will go in after this upcoming season where they're going to tank and hopefully get a top 3 to 5 pick. They will also have a lot of cap space. Ace Bailey looked awesome in Summer League. He you add another player like a Darren Peterson, an AJ DeBonsa, or a Cam Boozer or someone to that core, and then you go into that offseason with cap space, that's when you can actually start really building a team. It's exciting for the Utah Jazz. And you've got to be impressed with Utah's front office, who had these assets that they had been holding on to. Danny Ainge would wait too long. This apparently probably would have been too much for Danny Ainge. Austin Ainge has done a fantastic job. I'm becoming a big Austin Ainge fan really quick. One thing I like is that he recognizes the need to have your trades and moves coincide with the goals of your team. If you are trying to go with a youth movement and you're not worried about losing, then actually do it. Why was John Collins on this team for so long? Why did they trade for John Collins in the first place, right? So those are the questions I've had the last few seasons. A lot of Jazz fans have had as well. Austin Ainge is answering them and doing the right thing. It's fantastic. No more Jordan Clarkson, no more Colin Sexton, no more John Collins. Now it's the youth movement. Guys, that's all I got to say. Like and subscribe to the channel. I will talk to you next time.